Howdy, Michael, a Mercedes guy, temporarily a Chevy truck guy. Basically, you know, I'd have an old Mercedes pickup if they made one like this, but they don't. I've owned about a half a dozen of these older 67 to 72 kind of classic trucks. This one, a recent acquisition, and I'm going to paint, of course. Now, the problem with these older trucks, and that is, you get rained on. Water comes from under the dash from somewhere. What it is, now I've already fixed this truck. Underneath here, there's a pinch weld of this piece of sheet metal and the sheet metal coming up the side. It's located about straight down under here, and that pinch weld, they swab on a compound, a filler, seam sealer is what they call it, but after years that shrinks and cracks, and then water coming in. I've got this panel off right now, but the water coming in runs down there and drips down on your feet. So how do you fix it? What you got to do is make a cut like this, so you can bend this piece of metal out to expose that seam. And you'll see that the seam sealer is cracked wide open. So you got to clean it really good and put in new seam sealer. Then you can mash this back. And I put in a screw with a nut underneath here. And a couple washers. I got one here too, just to keep that down. I could weld this, but what the heck, I just use seam sealer. And a little cracked right there, I gotta replace that. But anyway, that's how you fix getting drenched on your foot. Now also, there's a seam that comes up right here. So you want to clean that well and goop that with seam sealer. And then that fixes the problem of getting your feet rained on.